Hi guys, it's Chloe and welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video I thought I'd do something a bit different because obviously it's summer, everyone's going away. If you follow my Instagram or Snapchat you'll see I've been spending like a couple of nights in hotels and stuff. So I thought I'd show you guys what I take in my travel makeup bag. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so this is the makeup bag I have. This is just a little one from Primark. I think it was like £4 or something. But I just thought I'm not going to buy an expensive one just to travel with because it's going to get dirty, etc. So this is my little makeup bag. So let's just start. Okay, so the first thing that is in here when I pull it out is my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I've got this in the shade Nude because it's a bit darker than what I'd normally use. Is it nude? Warm nude. This is what the bottle looks like. It's a bit darker than what I'd normally use, but because it's quite hot at the moment, my face is getting a bit darker, so I can finally use this shade, which normally I would mix with one of my lighter foundations that I use in the winter. So that's the foundation that I take with me. And then if I just do this back up. And then the next thing that is in here is my e.l.f. primer. If you guys have watched Beauty Favourites video last year, this was in it. It's just a little e.l.f. primer. It's the green one because it's the tone adjusting one. It stops your face from looking all red. I use this in them away because I feel like when you get really hot putting your makeup on, you get really red, and sometimes it will just stay on your skin. It's horrible. I hate it. So this really helps. I do take my liquid one away with me as well, but it doesn't obviously fit in this bag, so that goes just loose in my luggage. And then the next two things that I've picked out is my Studio Fix MAC powder. It's still going quite well. Like if you watched my Beauty Favourite video, this was pretty much still full, but I love this powder so much. Like it makes you stop being so oily. It doesn't make you stop being oily, but you don't look as oily, and I like to touch up with this during the day when I'm out. And then next is my Lasting Perfection concealer. This is in the shade Fair. I love this concealer. It's so good. Like I, for some reason, come out in loads of spots when I'm away, like all the time. And I feel like this has great coverage. And next are just a couple of brushes. So these are both from Studio London. I use this one for my powder, this one for my bronzer slash contour. I kind of use it for both. Like I don't really contour. Like my bronzer I use for contour. So these are the two brushes that I use for that. And then if I dive it back in, I have my MAC matte lipstick in the shade Myrrh. The reason why this one stays in here, or well, doesn't stay, it comes with me when I'm travelling, is because it's a nude and it's just nice just to, rather than having like a bold lip all the time, it is sometimes nice to have natural makeup and have just like a nudie colour lip. I love this, especially as it's like matte. Lasts longer. No, it doesn't last as long. I knew what I meant, but yeah, that lipstick is the lipstick I take with me. And next I have my two beauty blenders, which could do a really good wash. This one I use for my concealer and this one I use for my foundation. I just damp these with my Primark priming water before I use them. So yeah, these are really helpful obviously to put on my foundation and concealer, otherwise I'll be using my hands, and yeah, they definitely need a good wash. All the product is coming off my hand. Well, I know what I'll be doing tonight. Okay, so these two, one of these I feel like is a necessity and one I feel like depends on the person you are. I've got some Jack Wills lip balm. This is just like clear lip balm that I just put on when I'm doing my makeup, because I feel like when I'm putting foundation on my lips like really dry, so I like to put them on, put that on. And then next I've got some lashes. These are just from Primark. These were like £1. I just always make sure I take a pair of lashes with me, just in case we decide to go out for dinner or something, or do something, just so there's some lashes in there, because your girl needs some help with her eyelashes sometimes. Okay, so next I just have a bunch of different brushes. This one is a Studio London one. I use this one for my highlighter, and I take my Soph X palette with me, the Revolution one, whenever I go anywhere. So that's the little highlighter one. And then these three I just kind of like, I guess, play about with when I'm using, well not using, doing my eyeshadow. I always pick up these three. I do wash them after every use because obviously different colours. They haven't been washed yet because I've just come back, so they need to be washed. But these are the three brushes, are my go-to brushes when it comes to my eyeshadow at home, so I like to have them with me when I go away. Okay, so next are the eyeliner and mascara that I use. So I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I've only just started using this because I bought it and I didn't really like it to start with, but I feel like it helps a lot putting false lashes on. I just feel like it like blends them in a lot more to normal lashes compared to normal. Because you guys know I was using my Primark one before, which I guess you could say is a dupe for this. But the only problem with the Primark one is I find out it dries out so quick. So that's the mascara that I take with me. And then I take my trusty Technic eyeliner pencil with me, which needs a good sharpen. This, I always use their eyeliner pencils because I feel like they're so trustworthy. I've never had a reaction to them despite them being cheap. If you don't know, a couple of years ago I used a cheap eyeliner pencil from Primark and I got an eye infection. I was at my friend's and my eye wouldn't stop watering. Like, I'm not too sure what happened. It was just pouring, and then about a day in, because I just thought it was my hay fever, so I was just treating it for hay fever. About a day in, I lost my sight in my eye, and I got so scared, so my mum took me to the hospital. And that's my scary eyeliner story, so that's why I always use their eyeliners. So, the last two things that I keep in there are a pair of scissors, especially for eyelashes, or even if you're wearing something and like the cloth just kind of comes undone, you can just snip and this one. And then my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, which has a little spoodle this side, and then you've got the pencil bit up here. It's actually running out, I'm so sad. Like, look, it's actually lasted so long though, like for £3 I'm not going to complain. So yeah, that's the little eyebrow pencil. So that's everything that I take in my makeup bag when I go away. But in case you guys are wondering, I do take an eyeshadow palette, I do take my Revolution bronzing palette and my xoxo highlighter palette along with makeup wipes, setting spray and everything else. It just doesn't fit in here and I wasn't going to show you guys that because that isn't in my makeup bag as such. It stays in my suitcase, so I didn't see the point in doing that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next week for a new one. Bye!